All right, friends. So Randall Dupree here from Forge Point, and today we are going to begin our study of Proverbs with Proverbs chapter 1 in our Maxwell Leadership Bible. And one of my favorite verses ever is in Proverbs chapter 1, which is Proverbs 1:7, and it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." And I think the NIV says wisdom and discipline. But either way, really good verse. Um, it's a good place to start because if you want to be a good leader, you have to have wisdom. And if you want to have wisdom, it starts with the fear of the Lord. So let's see what John Maxwell has to say about Proverbs chapter 1. And this is based on verse 7 through 33. So, pretty much the majority of the chapter here. It says, "Wisdom can be a leader's best friend, especially in times of decision. Suppose you find yourself in a large committee meeting with a crucial decision to be made. The committee reaches an impasse on everything and it stops. So, who will become the most influential person in that room? Well, the answer is it's the person with wisdom. The person who has the wisdom to draw a conclusion that not only works, but has the blessing of the committee. In Proverbs 1, it describes wisdom as a woman crying out in the streets. What a beautiful picture. Wisdom does not hide herself, but shouts publicly. We must go out and find her and build a relationship with her. So we have to build a relationship with wisdom. What can we learn about decision making from Proverbs chapter 1? Well, there are 5 things that Maxwell lists out here that we could learn about decision making. So the first is the foundation for every decision is to honor and revere God. So that is the starting point. The second thing is we must build off our heritage and conscience, and what values are we to embrace? So, in other words, think about that. What values are we to embrace, and how do we build on those values? We must avoid the counsel of the ungodly. There's warnings throughout Proverbs about who you associate yourself with and who you take counsel from. And no surprise, you should take counsel from the wise and from the godly and not from the ungodly. Number 4, we must pursue wisdom. So, what are the facts? What are the options? Good things to think about as we're pursuing wisdom. And then we must move toward inner peace. And he gets this from verse 32 and 33, where it says, "For the turning away of the simple will slay them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will dwell safely and will be secure without fear of evil." So if we want to pursue inner peace, then we should pursue wisdom. Good stuff from John Maxwell so far on the first chapter of Proverbs. Thank you all so much for listening. I hope this added value to you today. Have a blessed day.